Hey everyone, welcome to the part 5 of Power Pages series. In this part 5, we will be discussing how we can share the internal data to the external users, as we need to expose the internal data of the fitness club to the external visitors like the customer who are visiting on our website. Hey everyone, this is Prashant Chaudhary. I welcome you all to my channel Classic Power App. In this video, we first create a database inside our dataverse which would be present in the same environment where our website is running, and then after creating the table we will insert some data into that, and then we will make that data available on our website screen or the website page. So let me just take you to my screen. Okay, so here I'm on the design studio of my Power Pages. For this demo I have already created one table whose name is fitness event, which is present inside my same environment where my Power Pages website is present. That table is having one column which is name column, which would be telling us the event number and the related image for the particular event. We can add multiple type of more columns which suits to our requirements. Okay, but just for the demo I have used only two, the name and the image. Now we need this data to be populate on the Power Pages screen. We first need to look for the views, because whenever you add the list on your Power Pages screen, that list needs to be connected with the views of the Dataverse table. So we need to first customize our view. So I have created a one view, that is the list event. The how you can create the view, you need to just click on this new view, give it a name. Once you give it name, it would open like that. Let me just show you. It would open like that, and then you can do some drag and dropping of the columns that you want to populate on the list which is present on your Power Pages screen. By default only name column would come in the default view, but in order to make more columns available on the screen you can add using drag and dropping. Okay, once you create your view you need to publish that view. Okay, so now I'll come to my Power Page Studio. Here I will add one page. That page name would be fitness events. I'm using the blank layout, and then first let me add some theme because I'm using black theme, and then here is the section where I can add the components. So let me add some component. Let's say some add text. The text would I can use fitness. Let me make this bold. Fitness club is nothing without events. Below are the list of some of our previous events. Okay. I can select this whole portion and make this bold in nature, and I can make this as heading too. Nice, good. Okay, I can add some links as well. Now from this plus icon, if I click on this, I got the options to add any other control. So I have in the standard controls, I can see text, image, video button, iframe spacers, and there is another portion which is connected to data. Here I can see I have a list. That list is used to populate the data which is present inside some table. So we will use the list. Once we add the list, we need to click on the new list. Okay, and we need to add the table. So our table name was fitness event. Okay, we'll select this one. Now it will ask what would be the name, which view you would like to add, which would you'd like to add for this particular list. You can add multiple views for the one list, or you can add only one. So for now, I'm just using only one list, one view into my list, which is my list event. Then here I need to give the name of my list. So I would say fitness club list events events list. Select OK. Once I select this OK, I can see that some list is coming at the bottom. OK. If I want to do any type of filter, I can do that. Some options. Now let's play and see how it is like that present now. OK. If I just play this, I can see on the fitness event page, it is populating the list, but it is saying that you don't have the permission to view this record. Okay. So if I come back to my design studio, I can see, if I click on this list, I can see the permissions, because as it's a data that is inside stored inside your environment, so you need to set some permissions to whom that data should be visible. So we can make this data visible for the click new new table permission, and then read, and then access type. I want to give this access to the global access. What type of permissions? Read type of permission. I want to give them the roles. If I click on the roles, I have the administrator role, anonymous role, and authenticated users role. So for now, if I'm adding all of them, hope you understand the administrator roles are the person who has the admin privilege on this website. Authenticated users who has done the authentications. Anonymous who hasn't done anything, just the visitor are on your website. So this event should be visible for all of them. Okay, so you'll make this as anonymous all of the role, and then save permission. Now it has saved. Now let's preview this one more time. So here I can see the data. I can see the my event name, my image, and on which date it has been created. Okay, there can be more functional that you can add for any list. If I come back to my design studio, if I click on this, I have this edit list. If I click on this edit list, I have the actions. What type of action you would like to add for that with this particular list? So if I come back to my list, I can see in the play mode, this list is just populating the data. But if the user would like to add more events, let's say if the admin people are using this application, are using this website, and they want to add more events, okay, so we need to give them the flexibility to add more events. And if there is some users who needs to edit the details of an event, they can add or edit. So if I come back to my list setting, I can see this list action can be used either to create a new record, download the list of content, row actions, view details, edit records, delete records. Okay, let make this enable. Okay. If you click on this like create a new record, so it would populate a button at the top of your list, which would, if the user click on that button, user can add the new event directly from the website. So for that, you need to insert some form for this particular table into your Power Pages. So for now, I haven't added. That's the reason it is not giving any option but into my drop down. That form should be associated with this list, with this table. Then only that form name would start coming on this screen. So let's me first make this off. Make this download list of content as enable, and delete record as enable. Because edit record would also need some form. Okay, and view details would also need some form. because view details means something. If you'd like to go in the deeper of any events, then you would like to get more details. So that all things would need the form. So in the last video we have seen how we can add the form. So the same way you can add the forms for this particular list, for this particular event list, and then you can make this configurations, and then it will work for you. So let's save this now and see. Preview, and then again go to the desktop. Let's do the refresh. Okay, so here you can see, as I made them download as enable, so I can see I have the download button at the top now. Okay, so that is all about this list. If you would like to add more, if you would like to make this UI a little more attractive, you can add the custom code using the Visual Studio. Okay, or using some type of JavaScript, or maybe any other thing, or maybe you can use the PCFs as well. So that is a different domain, different areas to work, but as only in the list, that much portion we have covered. So thank you everyone, thanks for watching this video, and in the next video I will show you how we can add the JavaScript and how we can call any API from our Power Pages screen. So stay tuned